Welcome. This is a surprise session for the people because they asked for it. Today we have the top three amped up contestants, and I'm super excited. But I want jump in and steal their shine because it's all about them today. So I'm gonna let them introduce themselves and get the show on the road.
Alrighty.
Hey guys, my name is Novesutu Zungu. I don't know what's in for Nalo, but for now, because we're still going to go a long way, now we're saying I should tell you anything from Funabati.
Most safe. Welcome, my good man.
Yellow, Ninjani. Hope you're good. On my side, right. My name is Sadel Mkwanazi, and Nishale Megelweni Ekasi. Yeah, and I'm so happy to be here. Yeah.
Welcome. I bet you're holding it down for the family back home. And the lady as well.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nonjabulo Joy Makakula, contestant 018. Very, very excited to be having this interview, and hope we have a good time.
Right. Pleasure to meet you guys, and I'm obviously keen and excited to have you guys here. I guess the initial question, or the one we always kick off with, is an understanding, like music. How did you guys figure out? This is it so early on in, I guess, your lives. Was it something, a calling back home? Usually, people you hear them talking about they used to beat on drums in the basements, or it was an epiphany of sorts. How did you guys figure it out? Not music, or let me see how it pans out. What's the story? So we'll start with Joy. This time.
Alrighty. Okay, for me, it was just basically, discovering that I could sing. Singing in church to begin with. And then, I've always had a passion for music. I've always enjoyed listening to different kinds of music. And I would sing along. And, I had wanted to become a singer when I was young. If you would ever ask what I would have wanted to be when I grow up, it would be a singer. But then you grow up in life. So being here is like a dream that I've always had coming true for me. Yeah.
So you wouldn't have those shower sessions, because I fancy myself a singer as well. But then you never know.
No, of course. Even now the shower sessions are still there.
But now look at this talent. Look, you won the top three, so evidently it was a calling. But good man, the thorn amongst the roses this year. How did you start off? Like music, was it always a calling, innate calling as well, from onset, or you just discovered it as you moved around? What's the story?
I think it's a calling because talent and it's all a God-given thing. So
most def.
So I started singing at an early age. They used to call me Benjamin Dube at church.
Oh, okay.
So I started singing in Sunday school, and I continued to high school, where I got an a cappella group, and I sang from there when I was in Form 1 up to Form 5.
What's the name of that group, by the way? Sorry to
Sweet Harmony.
Oh, okay.
We
need to get some samples, some exclusive. We're going to share some of that.
So Nangpumaga Form 5, that's when I realized good saying, okay, let me just sing on myself, apart from singing with my groups. And I discovered good say I have something new about myself. And ngaqala ngabhala ingomanyana and ngatfundzisa kwente ma notes and yabo kuba nje independent good music. So that's how I came up, and today I've improved, and I'm looking forward to getting new improvement.
True. And your journey thus far is a testament to that. But out of curiosity, obviously say the Sweet Harmony is still alive and well, but were the guys, feeling some type of way once you broke off, or you still are part of the group?
Yeah, because it's a church thing. They are happy for me, and
you still jump on.
Sing, Yeah, so let's say on.
Right, we're going to come back to that Benjamin Dube reference. You want a young sample.
Okay.
Alright, the lady.
Okay, for me, singing is a gift actually. So I started singing at a very young age as well, just like Sanele. I sang in church, Boma Sunday school. I used to sing in camps, and yeah. And then when I got to high school, I had something like, okay, I started singing like alone. Yes, because I went to St. Michael's. So we have a chapel. On Sunday, I used to have my solo session in church.
Oh, yes.
Yes, and then after that, I got to meet some people that knew how to sing. So we made something like a group as well.
Of course.
Yes, and started as Dumo's family because we had some guy that was playing from Destiny. So yeah,
okay.
yes, and then we sang like almost every Sunday, and then they started inviting us to other churches. So yeah, then saqala ke sahamba savakasha emasontweni sagcina sesiyi-Sweet Melody. Yes, and then after high school, everything like actually broke up, like the groups, because we had to go to different places. Yes. And then I started singing like alone in church, PNZ, and then I met this friend of mine earlier. We started singing together, me and Dema Bale in church. Like every Sunday, my dad was always there to say, yeah, you have to sing. Yes. And then I had my brother there playing the piano. So it was more like something, yeah. So, and then later on, people started saying, no, you should have your own thing. And and I started having solo whatever in different places. And then Lapa Leon, they started calling me because I stayed at Leon. So they started calling me if they're having whatever concerts to come sing. Yes. And then ngilapho lengaqala ngafuna khona confidence eklabela ngemfana. Yes, ngiwe confidence ukuthi I'm on stage alone and rendering something to people. And then I discovered ukuthi the kind of music that I bring to people is more like healing towards, because I don't actually sing for people to hear. I go beyond to touch like people's souls and heal whatever they're going through. So yeah, I think me getting here is also a dream come true, because I feel like I'll be able to like preach to people and heal them through whatever they're going through.
True. And what I loved also you mentioned there was the support you have from the family, like your dad actually pushing you as well, that you have to sing, which if you can look back at it, kind of helped, give you, I guess, that.
Yeah, it was hard because we had to compete like the time where I had to check in for school and I had to come back for my rehearsals because we're So my mom used to complain, but actually was it.
Most definitely. And I think it runs across all of you guys. Like there's that church background, which if you look at the greats as well, your John Legends, Top of Mind and the likes, they've always had, that background in church. Do you guys feel like it has, I guess, you get an edge of sorts over, I won't say other contestants per se, but and how you connect with the audience? Does that help? And how has it influenced you, like, performing for church as well? Do you feel like there's a difference between, what I would or how I would present myself within that forum or within this contestants? How has that, the transition somewhat so and that exposure as well helped you guys? I'll start. We'll give the gentleman Sanele first, since he's been
yeah. There's some but it's a bit,
yeah.
But I think it's the same because my name's in abakhona.
Both sides. Yeah, true.
Yeah, and but I would say sometimes now hlabela ingoma lethi ngasithi utasonweni awujayiva, they say okay like Jem nesonweni wait jay kwara
Leliano lapho nasenhlene like somebody
yeah, so okay, we can't difference but I feel like those are two good platforms.
Yes. Enjoy?
Okay, the church background, I feel at the end of the day, it does sort of give you an advantage when it comes to connecting to your audience, because when you're singing in church, you're not just singing for yourself.
Yes,
you need to bring people into the space that you're in. But at the same time, if you really are into music and if you really are invested in your music, you will take the time to know what the song is about and feel the emotions of the song and be able to let the next person feel it as well. So yeah, I think it does. The connection is there, but you as a person and as an artist need to be also invested in making sure that you understand the message that you're trying to relay. Yeah,
most definitely. I'd actually like that, and I'm gonna jump entirely and use that as well to throw it at you as well. That you also mentioned that whole throughout your journey, there's been that strong sense of wanting to convey or perform or sing a genre or brand of music that actually resonates with your people, which is kind of what she's saying, understanding the song, because we live in an era whereby, I ain't judging, I'm also jumping in certain different sects of music, but in some instances, there never is any substance per se. It does have a commercial appeal, but it's like, and you never really appreciate or truly appreciate the impact of it. So, would you also co-sign what she said, that exposure in church has helped you in that sense?
Yeah, the exposure in church really helped me, because I was able, I'm a shy person.
Well, we don't believe that.
I know.
No.
I know. Guti, I then grew etindzaweni letangenda ukuthi kumele ngingabi shy, I have to interact with people and be there, and then lokuhlabela kwangisita ukuthi I was able to actually express myself much better, because in most cases, I think you guys noticed, mangihlabela, I actually close my eyes. Shorty, I really feel whatever I'm saying,
pulling it
from inside, yes. So me singing in church really helped me, really. And there is a difference between singing in church and singing here, because here it's a competition. You have to sing whatever they give you. So you don't really actually connect with them, but because it's a competition, you have to work on that. Yeah, because it's easier for me to actually connect with people and with God.
Most definitely. But I guess the upside of that is also helped you, to be agile as well. In whichever environment or room you put in, you can still, connect with the people. You can still give them a great performance and experience. I guess the next one is then throughout and thus far in this journey, which has been your guys' highlights, or memorable moments whereby it was like, yo, this episode I really felt it on stage, or, hang out, which moments actually stand out from you guys. I'll start with Joy.
Okay. I think for me, first of all, it was the greatest honor to be given a song by one of our guest judges, William Seni, and it was the one song where I sort of came out of my shell vocally and realized that I could actually push the boundaries of my voice and my vocal range, and that is that is a level of growth that I think I probably wouldn't have achieved had I not joined this competition. So that episode, I think, for me was the most, I think, also emotional, because before I sang the song, I did research, so to speak. I watched her live performances. I listened to interviews where she spoke about what the song is about, and because I loved the song as soon as she released it, but I never actually took the time to go and find out what it was about. And the message is such a beautiful, powerful message. It's a wonderful writing, so big ups to her for that. So yeah, that was I think one of my highest points in this competition, and I mean, of course, making top 3. That is huge. Yeah, that is really, really huge. When you start something, obviously you hope for the best, but you also try to keep your expectations managed.
True.
Yeah, so being here for me is it's been amazing. So yeah, but that was one of my highlights. Yeah.
Most and foremost, a young fan. for that session.
Thank you.
And I like the fact that it actually really keeps it keeps popping up and resonates with what you meant, that the understanding of whatever you perform. Yeah, it does.
It makes a difference.
And I guess it's an integral part, and which makes sense why you also that the moment you believe something, you can obviously then convince the audience as well to be like, and obviously getting a track by the great from the greats, countless, like it's an honor. True. All right, my good man, I see you there, drawing those memories. Let's see it.
Yeah, my biggest memo I mean, what did you ask me?
The highlight memory, yes. You're
my
right.
biggest highlight was when I came out of my comfort zone, knowing who I am, because I didn't know. I used to dance back then, but I didn't think I'll ever dance again. So
busting those moves.
The biggest moment was when I had to do the kwara thing. And,
get a young Sam.
Everyone thought I'm just a shy guy, and I can't dance. I always sing soulful songs.
True.
But then I had to decide, let me do this, and maybe it's gonna make people change of what they think about me. Yeah, so that's when I thought, I have to do something else and show people who I am. In fact, I have like more than 11 talents. I can play football. I've been in top teams, and I sing, and now that I dance. Yeah, so that was my biggest moment, and I hope I'll discover more about myself. Maybe I can talk. Because talking is not my thing.
What not even people don't believe this man. Before this, he was the most verbal behind the scenes guy. It was like lit. And I like how what you mentioned about that whole moving away from the comfort zone, because obviously you had like a group of sorts, and then stepping out and really trailblazing your own way, and being the center of it. I'm not sure if you had the lead during the Sweet Ham University. Were you the lead or?
Yeah, I was the lead.
Oh, okay, so you've been.
I was
so
shy
setting
at
us
that
free,
moment.
no shyness.
But when we came on stage, there's one guy, the best guy. He used to come up front and just introduce us. So I wasn't, in front of everything.
Talking.
I wasn't talking much. I just came up with the song, gave them a key, and we sang.
Right. We'll bite briefly. Vanessa, your highlights?
Okay, now I think I have a lot of highlights.
Okay. So it's been
it has been a long journey, so I think I don't have one specific highlight. Okay, my first highlight was when I made it to the top 20 on Canary Day. I never thought I could get there, in as much as I thought maybe figure the top 10 or something. But ngathi mangena top 20, I was like, oh wow, maybe out of a lot of people I can still continue. I was very amazed, because I think I got 2 yeses. I'm the only one who got 2 yeses here. From the beginning, they got 3 straight yeses, so I had to go wait.
And there's that period where they're like, snap.
So when they called me in back, Bang Jelabuti, I made it to the next level. I was like, God, you are so good, because I was just there praying, and everyone was there with their makeup on, and I was just like a street kid. I felt like a street kid now. I felt homeless. But yeah, I was so happy that I made it to the top 20. And then my second highlight was when I sang Yogu Musa, because I think that was my best comfortable performance. This when I sang Yogu Musa by Ndogo Zimbabwe, because I was comfortable with the song first, and I was comfortable with that people were going to vote for me, because background so the church was going to be like, shame, she sang a gospel song, and they're like, okay, we're going to vote for her to go to the next level. So really, I was happy. Even when you can watch my performance, different from all the other performances.
Oh yes, during that episode.
I was so happy, yes, because I've been singing like Dingo Maleti, Leti reserved. Yeah. So Yogungsa is when I started like singing I'm happy, yes, with what I'm doing. And then my last highlights was when we did Emma group performances.
Oh yes.
Lapho ngafunza ukuthi you have to work with people. You have to understand each other, and we were a group. Yeah, we were a group.
We were the group.
Who didn't know?
It was so nice. It was so nice because we actually understood each other. We had time together. Sikhone kuvana ukuthi yati khona nje titale lesathi khohla, but because we understand that I felt good to know, let me do whatever she's doing. So that we go with the flow. And it wasn't a perfect performance, but it was, these people understand each other. So that's one of my other biggest highlights. But you have to like work with people. The music industry, it's always teamwork.
Most definitely. You can't do it all the time. And I like that. That's actually everyone like you guys are girlfriend. Well, hello. I'm gonna jump in with, into a few of these here comments briefly before we continue. It's like Pindi Lamini. I won't say the last name. And it's like all the best guys. *776 hash. I'm pressing that voting code. Why? Yay! And then there's like, and then Nati Gune is on some great setup, lovely interview, well done, and all the best to those amazing talents.
Thanks,
December 11, we shall tune in. Aight. And then Mongmusi Butiza is like, keep shining, my guy. I'm assuming. And then the host with the most, the big homie, is on some. Hey guys, congratulations again for making it into the top 3. Are y'all ready for transition from music as a hobby to music as a business? And how will you leverage on the contacts and resources you now have access to after the experience in the light? Oh yes, that's a good one.
That is a very good question.
Let's tackle that one.
Thank you very much.
Who wants to kick it off? I guess we could.
No, I can be good with that one. At this point, I don't think any of us still sees music as a hobby. It might have started out that way, but now we are really, it's getting real. It's real now. And we have learned so much from the people that have been working with us. And I think whatever happens at the end of this competition, I believe we've built great relationships. With the people we've been working with. They know our strengths, they know our weaknesses, and I think we're ready to sit down and have a conversation after this and be like, hey, I'm working on this. Can you help me out? So it's definitely real now, and we'll just keep pushing. We'll just keep pushing, definitely.
That's a mega man.
Gonna especially. I'd like to thank you, everyone for supporting us, because this is it's not a joke.
And
I know some people now would say us join a spotlight, but we're like spotlight. But I hope Babon
it's real,
because gonna be gonna my careers back then. Until we came here and we saw we have to push like sesiyabona light like spotlight sesiyabona ukuthi la ihamba la nala, and I think nyalo sekugit ukuthi what do we do, because people are expecting more, and they are expecting songs like hits. So
and you have been showing and proving that throughout this hands years.
So assurisha like everyone would say down, keep the best.
Right? And in your instance, the transition?
Yeah, I think Segabonagala, you know, this is real, really. Like the hard work behind the scenes. People don't understand.
And that's the thing.
People don't understand Guti, there's a lot of hard work behind the scenes. Nabo anxiety, nabo depression, the trauma. You know, mawuhleti lapha ngaphandle Guti, you're going to be next on stage. The trauma, angikhulunge ma eliminations, those are the worst. Those are the worst. But I think all that has helped us build up to whoever lesesingibonyalo. All thanks to MTN for usnika opportunity lekanje, because I don't think we'd get exposure lekanje in any other platform or whatever. So yeah, I think sister pushela ukuthi bajabule ukuthi made it to this to this part of the competition and see bring out laba kufunako.
Most definitely. And you know, I'm personally looking for all of y'all and seeing the entire, you know, transition, the journey throughout, and like you mentioned, the appreciation of obviously the behind the scenes. That, you know, as much as, you know, as the end user you see the final product, but there's so much like the mental fortitude you need to have, you know, the putting in the work and the likes, and taking it seriously from, you know, by the way thing. I guess this one was actually the follow-up to the initial highlights one. There's obviously instances whereby things haven't really gone, you know, as planned. The downsides. Can we get you know them hard times? Them downward spirals. I guess whoever wants to take it.
Can I start?
I guess there's one that's top of mind.
For me, it was when I had to sing Ingo, my artist, Yalagangwani. I was like, oh my God, am I going to sing it the right way? Is she going to be happy with my performance? And I was so nervous. I couldn't even hit the first high note. The first note of the song. And I was like, oh my God, please help me. This could be the worst moment. And when I got on stage, I was so nervous. But I was like, since my outfit is on point, and I know my smile is always on point.
You can charm your way out.
And I had done a lot of rehearsals for the dancing. I was like, if my vocals flap, at least I'll have my other parts of the performance 100%. And the judges said the very same thing. Really, I couldn't hit the high notes, but they were there smiling and like, yeah, you're getting there, it's not bad. And I was like, okay. And I was like, okay. And when I got to watch to bugela the whole thing, like the whole show, ngabona ukuthi you see my performance was the worst. And I remember one of the contestants lebeka eliminated was like they wangishayela wathi yefana yini lemfolo boyenda lapha. And I cried like I was like I lose my voti. And bafu bathi okay no besuthu again ufunani la ngabe bam eliminated. And I cried and my mom ignored me. She was like, I don't even want to see or notice ukuthi uyakhala. Wavele wabinza until I was okay. Wavele said, okay, mfanami, don't cry. Mhlambe you're going to go to the next level. Yeah, you know, you'll improve from this performance. And yeah, I really improved.
Seems like so
Looking back.
But the supports that I got, the people were like, people that were voting for me, but no matter we are bimba, because we love you, we know you can do better. So cool.
And what I like about that story is, you know, even within that moment, you were actually, you know, bright about like, okay, you know what, I may not hit the high notes, but being agile, let me, you know, emphasize this other aspects to get me through. And look at what as much as all they may have had those opinions, but you're in the top 3, by the way. We're not just you're not saying, but you're saying. So it actually kind of proves that no matter how, even if things go sideways, you know, you can still pull it back up. But yeah, my good man, I knew what I won't say traumatic experience.
Traumas.
What experience can you draw that?
Yo, the week when we sang gospel, that's what it was the toughest week of my life. So, kwafaka icingo lami, naqala nje leli viki lelo.
Already, you know that's a bad
according to poster, according to like tshela abafuthi bavote and bengicabanga nje ukuthi ngabe sethena ngendaba. Yeah. But then yalunga ifoni yami and guess ukuthi ngathola ingoma enjani ingoma yemufule bengingacabanga ukuthi ngake kumkhona Jonathan McCray notes. And I said what, this guy, his notes are so strict and my lyrics alkhuni and the way he sings bengihlala ngembukela ku gospel and bengacabanga ukuthi yeah. And then I had to decide ukuthi ngihlabela njalo le ngoma isetup yami and ngabuka ukuthi ngishaye and ngasebenzisa stool. Yeah, so le moment leyo bengishaya livalo and nje tough mbam. So yeah, at least I made it and bangikhona kungivotela abantu kulelo, thank God.
Yeah, even and I imagine if they'd actually given up that let all those bombarding us, because already the moment you start with my phone died, it ain't looking good. And Roy, any
for me, I think more than anything, it was the stage fright. And because of the personality that I have, I'm very bubbly, I'm an extrovert, I'm always joking around. It was extremely hard to even explain to people that when I get up there, I am mortified. And I get so nervous that sometimes I worry about forgetting my words. I remember the very Canary Day, I forgot my words and I asked them to start again, and I know that song like the back of my hand, but because of the nerves, they just kicked in and my mind just went blank. So it was something that I thought would hinder me from going further in this competition, because I mean people, they don't want to be voting for someone who can't even, but then look off stage, it's like what's going on? Yeah, so I think that was one of my biggest hurdles and my lowest points. But as the weeks have been going by, I've been seeing my confidence growing. I'm getting more comfortable on stage. And I think more than anything, I want to bring Lokina onto the stage with me. Yeah, so the performances get better and better. It's been a journey, guys. It's been a journey.
And would you say the anxiety within the self and is it because you're standing in your head thinking, oh, this is a competition? Because obviously you've had the exposure.
Of course. I mean, I've been on stage before.
I've
done poetry. I've done backing vocals, but the focus at that time was not on me singing. So I sort of had something to hide behind, and in this show there's nothing to hide behind.
It's like you.
And on top, it's just you, and on top of that there's the judges sitting there looking at you like
with that expression.
So it's extremely daunting, and it's extremely confronting, especially if you're not 100% comfortable and I think there was a bit of self-doubt in there. I actually recall having a conversation with the judges, one of the judges, and the vocal coach about how, I think a part of me doesn't believe I can sing, which is crazy. But as time goes, as time went on, you just learn that, okay, maybe I'm actually doing this really okay. Maybe I actually can sing.
I'm top 3. If the people are saying it and the judges are saying it.
So it's really been amazing, and the support I've been getting from everyone. Some people just, calling me in tears, and I'm just like, you're crying because of my singing. So it's been a wonderful seeing how they have been so reassuring to me, and that has also helped my confidence in my performances. But yeah, I know logo stage fright, guys.
Most
And you know, people think there's no audience, you know, so it's chilled. It's not chilled. It's not chilled, guys. It's not.
I've got so many questions, but then I'm gonna try, trim them down as we get closer to the end of it. I guess, obviously, for anyone aspiring to jump into, the promo or the next season and the likes, or any gems that you've learned. Obviously, you've dropped a couple throughout this. You just finished dropping one with regards to, stage fright and the likes, and I like how you've actually mentioned. And I'm assuming chances are throughout that the affirmation and people's reactions actually come through. It does help you deal with that. But is there any piece of advice you'd give the young up and coming artists, your peers as well, who'd also want to either pursue their dreams or jump onto this competition specifically? Anything you've learned thus far, like if it's either if you forget your words, just keep soldiering on or something.
I can say nangabufuna pursue a dream yakho, you have to look up and you have to be you have to discipline yourself. And uhloniphe wena kuqala so that nebanye bazokuhlonipha nawe. So we have to work on level efunako and focus. Because kube abesingafocus ngabe asikho. So that's one thing lengifunze kakhulu ku Spotlight, ukuthi you have to focus kufatiseni bantu, focus on your song and focus on like everything. So I think that's all I can say.
Most definitely. I think another testament to that focus was the level when you mentioned that you went back to how the behind the scenes of the track had gotten, how she was thinking. That level of being intrigued and taking costs.
I think there's a lot of hard work.
I
keep on saying that.
So that they appreciate it.
Each time I go to the next level, I'm like, now I have to do this and this and this, and even I say gunengakhulu but kumele ngikwende. I think kumele uhloniphe live lakho. You don't have to be there shouting around if you're a singer, because live liyahamba, and when you get on stage, people will be expecting you to give out. There's also figure awareness. There's about fire part. I think we've seen instances like that. So I feel like if uhlonipha live lakho, know what you have to eat and drink. And then you do vocal warm-ups every day, literally. Ngisho ngabe uyohlabela, just do noma ngabe yinye, just be consistent. Now nje utihloniphe. If you are a singer, in most cases, a lot of people look up to you. So you don't have to do things because if you're a singer, high school, obviously your family from high school is looking up to you. Like, high school they used to say, so I have to convey personality noma character lengeke yone bawo ngoba batali are always there. Ngisho nebafu nje bangaphandle always there watching you, ngisho ngabawadi, and they'll be like, hayi lo mfana lo yabo. So really I think if ufuna join Spotlights, just know that kumele utimisele, kumele futhi utihloniphe, kumele wadi ukuthi ungani, have a backbone. Now you start the background there, what to come back. I think that's all I can say.
Most definitely. I actually like that. It reminds me of something Trevor, or when the acquaintance of Trevor once mentioned that the level of discipline and approach it does to protecting or preserving his voice. Like it literally go days on ends without speaking to people just to and it actually emphasized that part you mentioned, working out vocalists, because some person might take it, lightly that one day, what, 3, or only do it when they need to prior to performance. So that consistency, and I like the aspect as well of, what you portray, how people see you, because you never know. Some people you influence in a certain manner, and like you mentioned, know what you're saying or what you are actually giving out to the people. Like believe it as well, because for some people it's usually they take words lightly. I don't think sense in the sense that you just say something, as much as you don't believe it, but the next person will probably believe and follow through or mirror that energy kind of thing. But sorry, continue.
I think my greatest lesson, and that I think I would have wanted someone else to sort of say to me in the beginning, is more than anything, be willing to learn and be willing to listen and believe that what other people see in you is actually there. I'm always being praised about my lower range and all of that. But I'm learning that, I need to explore other areas of my voice and other areas of expressing myself. I think more than anything, we hold ourselves back sometimes by trying to just stick to one thing. Like what he said, he just decided he's coming out of his shell. I think that's the one thing that we should constantly be doing. Come out of your comfort zone, be willing to learn, listen to those who have gone before you. And drink lots of water. Drink lots of water.
Stay hydrated. I'm taking that on with me.
It makes a difference.
Stay hydrated. Hydrate. We're gonna throw in a horn for that. But guys, it's been awesome. Keep it moving, keep it going. But I guess the last two questions, I promise. I'd like to get a sense of what's on your guys' playlist, like top 5 tracks. It could be locally or internationally, and then we'll close off with how people can plug in those votes for you guys, and what to expect this coming weekend, and get us amped up. So let's start with the top 5 tracks. So what's on your playlist?
I think I'll be bringing Afro-pop music. Yeah, but we'll top 5. There'll be Afro-pop, there'll be Amapiano, there'll be gospel, definitely, because the song I'll be singing, the grand finale, later we release is a gospel song. So I'll be having a mixture of that. Oh, and yes, deep house. People have been pushing me to do music, deep house. So I think I'll be doing that. So people should be ready.
And I like everyone actually has the Yanos in the playlist, which is another interesting question. Like, do you guys foresee it lasting long? Because people who had that belief system that it's a fad, it's passing, it's going to have like a conversation.
No,
sorry,
it's lasting.
It's
lasting.
It's something.
Because the ones that get it right, right? And those songs are a vibe. For the longest time. And you hear the skill that it takes to come up with these songs. So I think for now it's here to stay.
And
it's not a hit and run.
Most and there's like different levels of it. So makes sense. Right. You might not on your playlist.
Attention confused because babona different types of artists like abanye bazihlawulisa abablindo abanye daliwonga abanye something so and Benjamin Dewells,
which is a good thing.
So I think that a combination yabo so kaba khona Afro pop mostly. I love Afro pop. And also Amapiano because
this one is
and also soul jazz because I love those strings like jazz. So I think Kwaito, I don't think
Kwaito has actually become like I feel like is like an evolved version of Most definitely.
So is it what is playing on my playlist right now?
Ideally,
okay. Right now, Adele has dropped a fire album. So and because I 30.
What's the song? Was the other ones?
Easy on me.
Did you guys sample?
Come on now. So that's what I'm listening to right now. Basically the whole album. Because I think she's grown so much even in her writing. And yeah, but yeah, I'm more of the, I'm more on the mellow side. Yeah, because even the producer I was working with, Subgems, on the song that I'm going to be releasing. Yeah, we worked on different sounds, and he was just seeing that, okay, so you're more on the mellow side. But surprise you guys.
I heard it here first.
Surprise you guys.
Waiting patiently for that song.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I guess now to touch on that list, we'll start from the gentleman first. How can people vote for you? And any parting words, where can they find you, where can they follow you and get the latest scoop and the likes? But the code. How can you cast and vote?
Yeah, okay. On Facebook, follow Sansa Psycho. Yeah, also Instagram, Sanele Mkwanazi. Yeah, so ngiyadema bonus abantu batfolile. Not really no bonus.
Your first review.
So angeke nithi ngiyadevela bonus akhona ngiyavota. So you can vote on *7768 and contestant 013. Yeah, and also on Ioba there's a link. You can also download Ioba with 50 votes per day. I think now it's gonna be like more than 7 days. So to vote.
Yeah.
So let's keep voting, guys. Thank you so much.
Okay, you guys have been amazing. I mean, here we are in the top 3. So obviously you guys know how to vote. But for those who just joined us, which I hope is a good number, you download Ioba, just like what he said. Look for contestant 018, Nonjabulo Makakula. Enter your 50 votes, enter the OTP code, and done. Those are your 50 free votes. And then on the USSD, it's *7768#. You enter my contestant code 018. You enter the number of votes, and then 50 cents a vote, and let's see how the finale goes. Thank you so much for the support thus far. I have no words. I'm still screaming.
For me, I'm still amazed that you guys performed as a group and at the top.
It was a profit.
I think we've mentioned almost all of the methods of voting, but since you're back for my contestant code is 004, and Logumtoga, guys. I never thought I'd get to this stage of the competition. So thank you so much to all my friends, my family, my St. Michael's family, everyone. Like thank you so much. Let's keep voting.
Oh yes.
This is the final push.
The last
And then on Facebook, Nobesuthu Zungu, Instagram, Yonkinzao, Nobesuthu Zungu, find
Joy Makakula for me. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, I've got Joy. Yeah.
I like that. I like the play on that.
Underscore, I've got Joy. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's been amazing. You deserve this applause. People.